Hello, hello. Welcome back. Gunning to Old Trafford with your host, EB and Shady. Abdul, another... you got your bags packed?
My bag's always packed.
Because
we're going stadium tour.
Because we're going back to the future.
Sure.
We're going a bit into the past now, you know.
Right.
So we need to get into our time machine and then head off.
I love it. You got our time machine ready?
Got it ready.
Oh, brilliant.
We spoke to Marty from Back to the Future.
Marty. Remember that skateboard? We all waited for the year 2000, hopefully for that skateboard to come through. And yeah, Marty, man.
Abdul, take us in.
Brilliant stuff, guys. Welcome. All Gunning to Old Trafford here. By the fans, for the fans. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, hit that bell notification. We're at the stadium tour. One of the most fascinating stadium tours. And this is an education, guys. It's an education for us, an education for you. And we are in Italia.
But not modern day Italia. Back in the day.
Back in the day, Italia.
Not too far back, but
back
guys,
in the day.
We are looking at the Stadio Delle Alpi.
Let's say it together. Stadio
Delle
Alpi. Wow, brilliant stuff.
Abdul, take us in a little bit. Give us some history about Juventus, because this was one of the home grounds of Juventus in Torino. But let's focus on Juventus.
Right up until 2011, right? Yeah. So Stadio Delle Alpi. And guys, if you guys don't know about Juventus, this year, nickname of Juventus is the old lady. That means the old lady has always been there. They always say, it's never over until the old lady sings.
100%.
Right? So, brilliant stuff. Juventus, guys, means youth in Latin. And their nickname, the old lady, is a pun of the club's name. And guys, this is why I'm so excited today. And I'm not going to do much of the stadium. Ibi is going to do all of it because this is so similar to our Vereniging Old Boys.
Love it.
We are Vereniging Old Boys, but we got young guys playing, so it's just a pun.
Yeah.
So Vereniging Old Boys, Juventus, we intermingle. It's written in the stars. Juventus, give us a call, guys. We Polo Nedved, give us a call. We can do a small collaboration. VOB and Juventus. So brilliant stuff, guys. Ibi, the Delle Alpi. If you allow me to go through. No, let me stop you just there.
Okay.
You give us a few key facts of the Delle Alpi.
And then we go into
and then we can go into some history.
Perfect stuff. So, like Abdul said, Stadio Delle Alpi was the home of both Juventus and Torino between 1990 and 2006. So it was a shared stadium. You see that a lot in Italy,
yeah.
With the San Siro now this year. The stadium got built to serve as a playing venue at the 1990 World Cup.
Sure.
It was designed by Studio Hutter and could hold a total of 69,041 spectators divided over 3 tiers. So it's a 3-tier stadium.
Right.
The stadium officially opened on the 31st of May 1990 with a friendly match consisting of a mix of Juventus and Torino players, and they played against Portuguese side FC Porto.
Oh, nice.
So it wasn't just Juventus players, it was a mix, and lovely to see that.
Beautiful, man.
During the 1990 World Cup, the stadium hosted 3 group matches. The round of 16 match between Argentina and Brazil, which Argentina won 1-0, and the semi-final between Germany and England, which ended 1-1. From its inauguration, the stadium was unpopular with both sets of home fans, and the reason was because of the bad visibility from the stands, the distance between the stands and the pitch due to the running tracks, and the design that left the spectators exposed to the elements all contributed to the stadium's bad reputation.
Okay, so it wasn't the best of viewing and enjoying that atmosphere.
Exactly.
I got you.
In the 1990s, the average attendance of both clubs was still quite reasonable. These fell back from the early 2000s, with Juventus often having trouble filling half of the stadium and Torino having been relegated, not even filling a third of the stadium. Because people didn't like coming to the stadium. Juventus bought the stadium from the city in 2003 and started planning for construction of a new stadium. Torino had in the meantime acquired the rights to play its games at the Stadio Comunale, which had been completely redeveloped for the 2006 Winter Olympics and was consequently renamed Stadio Olimpico. In 2006, Juventus moved with Torino to the Stadio Olimpico, so they again shared with them for 2 years. And in 2008, the Stadio Delle Alpi got demolished to make space for the new Juventus stadium, which is the Allianz Stadium, which opened in September 2011.
It was built on the
where the
Delle
Delle
Alpi.
Alpi is.
Oh no, brilliant. So they didn't move
They didn't
locations.
move, they just built a new stadium.
Brilliant.
And now it's
Brilliant.
the home of Juventus.
The home of
Because
Juventus.
Torino
Love it.
have now moved to Stadio
Olimpico. Oh,
And,
nice. So it worked out for both of them.
Torino got some really good players as well. You know, the horse emblem.
Yes,
on
yes,
the-
yes. And they play and they're sending some good players. So
Yeah, yeah,
there's a lot of
No,
income in
brilliant
this
stuff.
team.
Abdul, with that, let's jump into some of our memories. I've got a fantastic one, but let's start
Amazing.
off with you
Okay,
and then we jump
I
into
have
mine.
two, EB, and this was when I've got one for the UEFA Champions League 2001-2002 group stage. Della Alpi, Lundberg 2 goals, Thierry Henry, and we beat them 3-1 in Italy. We take them back home to Highbury, and they beat us 1-0. We go through 2001-2002, made it to the quarterfinals again. Outdone. I think it was Chelsea who outdid us. And
Always
we were
the bridesmaid,
always
never the
bridesmaid.
bride.
Always the bridesmaid. Right?
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. And my next one, guys, and I remember that so well because Henry was just in a, oh man, he was playing ball those days. And I mean, whether it was Italy, whether we went to Spain at Real Madrid, the Bernabeu, whether it was Camp, no, this guy was balling. There was nobody for him. So anyway, 3-1 at the Delle Alpi. 2005-2006 quarter-final, we draw Juventus. And first leg is at home, Ibi. And this is the first season we lose my captain, Patrick Vieira. But upstands.
Vieira went to Juventus.
Vieira went to Juventus. But in that game, we had a 16-year-old by the name of Francesc Fabregas with the number 15 jersey. And they went toe-to-toe at Highbury. Never forget the opener was scored by Thierry Henry. And later on, Fabregas tucked in a beautiful one pass from Robert Pires. We beat them 2-0. Took us back. Vieira was his first season away from the club. Took them back and we drew. And we made it into the semi-finals. And that year also into the semi-finals and the finals against Barcelona, which we lost. So yeah, brilliant stuff. That's my.
We
that's
were
my
robbed
little one.
against Barcelona.
We were robbed big time. I don't want to talk
Let's
about
not
it,
talk
man.
about it.
Makes me sad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And remember, Vieira left, and it was Cesc Fabregas and Gilberto Silva that were playing. But here's another thing: in that team with Vieira, he had Apollo Nedved. A young Paulo Nedved. So it was Gilberto Silva, the invisible wall, Cesc Fabregas, a 15, turning 16-year-old against these two powerhouses.
What a midfield battle.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely
You
amazing.
youngsters won't understand it. Please go back and watch some of those videos. Amazing battles.
Classy.
Abdul, my memory goes back to an iconic season for Manchester United, the 1998-1999 season, and we go back to the Champions League semi-final between Manchester United and Juventus. First leg was at Old Trafford. We drew 1-1 with the return leg taking place at the Stadio Delle Alpi in Turin on the 21st of April 1999. Manchester United won the game 3-2, meaning we went through on aggregate 4-3. But Abdul, this game did not go to plan for Manchester United early on. So, and remember those days there was the away goal. So Juventus had an away goal. 1-1 at Old Trafford.
And it always used to give you a big boost.
Exactly. So we start the game. Juventus go 2-0 up. Two early goals by Pippo Inzaghi.
No, by then with the away goal, you
thinking
fly.
3-0.
Of course, you go on.
I mean, United need to score still 2 goals.
Yeah.
Because we needed to score 2, but it's a tricky one.
Big time.
Because 2-0 down at the Delle Alpi against a strong Juventus team becomes really, really difficult. This was described as one of Manchester United's greatest comebacks. Particularly notable was the performance by Roy Keane. What a performance by Roy Keane, Dwight York and Andy Cole in that game. So, Abdullah, I'm just going to give you a little bit of history about the game. So, Manchester United were aiming to be the first English club to reach the Champions League final since Liverpool in 1985.
Wow.
So, no Premier League team got to the Champions League final since 1985. Juventus at that time was one of the strongest teams in Europe. And they reached the Champions League final in each of the previous 3 seasons, winning the tournament in 1996. So they made it to the final in 3 consecutive seasons, winning it in 1996.
Amazing stuff.
Abdul, this game saw like I said, 2-0 down, and the comeback was sparked by Roy Keane. 1 goal from Roy Keane. What a goal. And then Dwight York scored the equalizer, making it 2-2. And Andy Cole scored the winner late on to make it 3-2 to Manchester United, taking us through 4-3 on aggregate to the Champions League final, and the rest is history.
Written in the stars.
It was written in the stars. And that was a year, you must remember, Champions League final against Juventus, coming back from odds.
Yes.
FA Cup semi-final against Arsenal, last minute penalty save. Yeah, right? And then amazing final against Bayern Munich. So the Delle Alpi has some amazing memories because it was en route.
1997 to about 2006, Arsenal and United
was something else.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
But Abdul, this was like, you know, the Delle Alpi will always hold a special place in Manchester United fans' hearts because it was en route to a fantastic season and still unprecedented treble that no English club has won before and no English club has won since. The treble. So, love the Delle Alpi. What memories for Manchester United. Guys, slide tackle into our DMs. Let us know what memories you've got
for you guys
at the Delle Alpi in Turin. Abdul.
Amazing stuff. Guys, by the fans, for the fans, it was an absolute education. The Delle Alpi replaced now by the Allianz, the Juventus Stadium, and wow, the old lady.
The old lady.
And remember, guys, it's never over until the old lady sings.
I love it.
Welcome, guys.
Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. And with that, Abdul, we are gunning to Old Trafford. Thank you.